like to go to the next presentation on strategic planning in educational institutions. And Melton, would you, I think you are co-host. You
Yes.
can, yeah, thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we
Okay,
do.
just um, sorry. Hello everybody. It's nice to be here, and I'll talk about our strategic planning in education institution in the case of Darussafaka schools. And I'm working at Darussafaka schools as a research and development coordinator, and I've been working in that school more than 24 years. Um, um, when we have a look at the problem statement, when we search for in the Web of Science, well, we see that for two keywords, strategy and education, when we search for strategy and education, there are more than 2,000 articles. When we add system dynamics as a third keyword, we see that there are more than 400 articles about it. And when we search for strategy, education, and system thinking, we have 20, more than 200. But when we add strategy, education, system thinking, besides these, when we add K-12, we have only 41 articles. And when we look at strategy, education, system dynamics, and K-12 keywords at the same time, we see just four main articles. And one of them is belonged to the Forester that published in 1994, but the last two ones had the same authors. That we can say that strategy is well known in education, but using system dynamics is quite limited. That's the main problem for us. That's the first step for us. And when I quickly explained that Darussafaka Schools is the first schools in Turkey to have established by a non-governmental organization, and it's published in 1973, and it all provides full scholarship. It's a boarding school and high quality education. Who are the financial disadvantaged children and with disease, father and or mothers. And today, the Archivik has more than 100 students in the same campus, and it's giving the education from with full scholarship from fifth grade to the high school entirely, by funded by donations. And the main mission of the school is equal opportunity in education for all. And when we this work in progress aims to address the complexity and the dynamics involved in systematically improving the Darshak education quality standards through a system thinking approach. Actually, maybe I should. Okay. The how we've done this. We strategic plans that we have done before. We analyze them, and additionally, the reports that published by the association, by the schools, we try to reach them and review them. And also, what we have done, focus groups meetings we organized, like administrators, teachers, coordinators, security personnel, informative staff, to identify the best practices within the institution and areas requiring further development improvements. And based on these identified critical areas, a system dynamic model using Stella Architect was developed by the team, and especially Emre. And but we work as a collaborative work developed by a multidisciplinary team, including school administrators, economic experts, and system dynamic modelers. And this is our model at the moment. And our school is a system aiming to increase stock and of competencies of students by means of using stocks of competencies of teachers and facilitated by opportunities provided by donations. Um, For example, when I quickly show you the teachers part of it, the number of teachers in a school increases with the new hires and decreases with when the teachers leave their positions. And when a teacher is hired or leaves, it's not just the number of the teachers that change. These flows also affect the total competencies of the school. The competencies of the teachers, all teachers in a school, also constitute a stock. That's why there are two main stock here. When new teachers join to the school, they bring their competencies with them, adding to school's competencies pool as well. Conversely, when the teacher leaves, they remove from the pool an amount of equal to the competencies they had accumulated. However, the competence pool is not equally affected by hiring or departures. When a teacher is hired, the pool increases by the competence level of that individual. When the teacher leaves, the pool decreases by their level of competencies. Requirement is not the only flow that increases the competency pool. Existing teachers increases the pool as they receiving training and gain the experiences. That's how we establish that part, for example. And what is our process at the moment, progress at the moment? We made a summary of the model to the board of directors of the foundation. And because the members in the board don't know system thinking or system dynamics tools, that's why we made a small made summary and made an instruction soon. And we try to collect data as much as possible and calibrate it and activate the original model at the moment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very nice. Are there questions? Let me start. I don't see any raised hands yet. One I have several, but one is how do you incorporate um, y- maybe sociocultural factors for the students? Maybe you could discuss that. I'm curious.
Mhm. Uh, Maybe I can show you the students part in details to you. So thank you. Because the students comes from different part of Turkey, and at that moment from at least 75 provinces. That's why at that moment we didn't add directly to their demographic backgrounds,
Mhm.
uh, not to make the model too complex. And because when we go in it, uh, it's not easy to work. But what we put is that, for example, how can we increase the application of the students to enter the school, for example, because the school, for example, take the students if they have the priorities, if they have already have the lost either mothers or fathers or biological fathers or mothers, and they should be they have to be low coming from low socioeconomical level, and when they apply for it, they have an exam, Darussafaka entrance exam. We didn't put directly demographic information at the moment, but we put how can we increase the number of students coming from different part of Turkey uh, at the moment. I hope I understood your question.
Yes, yes, I think that's good. Thank you. Are there other questions? I know we're at time. If I may just ask briefly, maybe you can just share your thoughts. Given that education, as we know, is undergoing a profound change with AI, what are your kind of perspectives on adapting this model kind of for paradigm shifts, given what you're trying to do? in education and educational technology. Yeah.
Yeah, their AI is added to Stella at the moment 1 or 2 weeks ago. That's why we will use it. But in the whole school, in education is well known and well used, and that's why we would like to improve our strategic plan by the help of AI.
Mm.
And but just it's a good news that we learned it, and we learned that 2 weeks ago. The strategic Stella has AI support at the moment. That's why we would like to. Thank you.
Thank you very much.